Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Information with Bharti. Today's video is on Prime Ministers of India since 1947. Please like, share and subscribe. Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister from 15 August 1947 to 27 May 1964 for 16 years and 286 days. He was the principal leader of Indian nationalist movement in 1930s and 1940s. In December 1953, he appointed States Reorganization Commission to prepare for creation of states on linguistic line. He implemented policies based on import, substitution industrialization and advocated a mixed economy. He specifically wrote Article 44 of Indian Constitution under the directive principles of state policy that states, the state shall endeavour to secure for the citizens a uniform civil code throughout territory of India. In 1954, he signed with China the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence known as Panchashil. He went to Trinity College, Cambridge and graduated with honours degree in natural science. Then he studied law at Inner Temple Inn. Gulzarilal Nanda was acting Prime Minister from 27 May 1964 to 9 June 1964 for 13 days. He was made Prime Minister after death of Jawaharlal Nehru. He completed his education from Lahore, research scholar on labour problems at University of Allahabad, professor of economics at National College in Bombay Province. Lal Bahadur Shastri was Prime Minister from 9 June 1964 to 11 January 1966 for 1 year and 216 days. He promoted the White Revolution to increase production of milk. He also promoted Green Revolution in India in 1965. He gave outstanding slogan during Indo-Pakistan War of 1965 as Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. On January 10, 1966, Shastri and Ayub Khan signed Tashkent Declaration. The foundation stone of Bal Vidya Mandir of Lucknow was laid by him. He inaugurated the Central Institute of Technology campus at Chennai in 1964. He gave up his studies at 16 to respond to Mahatma Gandhi's call for Satyagrah. He did his bachelor's degree from Kashi Vidyapeeth in Varanasi. Shastri was that degree. Gulzarilal Nanda was again made acting Prime Minister from 11 January 1966 to 24 January 1966 for 13 days after the sudden demise of Lal Bahadur Shastri. Indira Gandhi was Prime Minister from 24 January 1966 to 24 March 1977 for 11 years and 59 days. Garibi Hatao was the resonant theme for Gandhi's 1971 political bid. She moved to restore order by ordering arrest of most of opposition participating in unrest. In 1971, she intervened directly in conflict to liberate Bangladesh. Economic period of 1967 to 75 became significant for its major wave of nationalization amidst increased regulation of private sector. Operation Blue Star occurred under her governance. Morarji Desai was Prime Minister from 24 March 1977 to 28 July 1979 for 2 years 126 days. He became the first non-Congress Prime Minister. He holds international fame for his peace activism and created efforts to initiate peace between Pakistan and India. He restored normal relationship with China for first time since 1962 war. His government undid many amendments made to constitution during emergency and made it more difficult for any future government to impose national emergency. He was graduate from Wilson College in the then Bombay province in 1918. Charan Singh was Prime Minister from 28 July 1979 to 14 January 1980 for 170 days. Historians and people alike refer to him as champion of India's peasant. He resigned just after 23 days in office, becoming only Prime Minister, never to obtain confidence of Parliament. He was chief architect of land reforms in Uttar Pradesh. He was a science graduate of 1923 and postgraduate from Agra University in 1923. He also had training in law. Indira Gandhi was again elected as Prime Minister from 14 January 1980 to 31st August 1984 for 4 years and 291 days. She hosted 1983 Commonwealth Heads of Government Summit in New Delhi. In 1999, she was named Women of Millennium in online poll organized by BBC. The southernmost point, Indira Point, is also named after her. She was first Prime Minister who officially do not hold any degree. Rajiv Gandhi was Prime Minister from 31st October 1984 to 2nd December 1989 for 5 years and 32 days. He was in West Bengal when his mother, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, was assassinated. His first action as Prime Minister was passing anti-defection law. In 1986, Parliament passed the Muslim Women Act 1986, which nullified Supreme Court's judgment in Shah Bano case. In 1986, he founded the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya system, which is a central government-based education institution. He went to Trinity College, Cambridge, but soon was shifted to Imperial College in London and he did course in mechanical engineering. VP Singh was Prime Minister from 2nd December 1989 to 10th November 1990 for 343 days. He is India's only Prime Minister to have been a former Jamidar. In 1989, his government implemented the SC/ST Act of 1989 to prevent atrocities against members of SC and ST. He decided to implement Mandal Commission, which suggested that a fixed quota of all jobs in public sector will be reserved. He was educated at Allahabad and Pune University and holds BA, BSc, LLB degree. Chandrasekhar was Prime Minister from 10 November 1990 to 21st June 1991 for 223 days. He was second shortest period Prime Minister. The 1991 Indian economic crisis and the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi plunged his government into crisis. He had MA in Political Science from Allahabad. P.V. Narasimha Rao was Prime Minister from 21st June 1991 to 16 May 1996 for 4 years, 330 days. He was an Indian lawyer and politician. Adopted to avert impending 1991 economic crisis, the reforms progressed furthest in area of opening up to foreign investment, reforming capital markets. He energizes national nuclear security and ballistic missile program, which resulted in Pokhran test. He successfully decimated the Sikh separatist movement and neutralized Kashmiri separatist movement to an extent. He was educated at Fergusson College, Pune and Nagpur University. He did BSc, LLB and got Sahitya Ratna. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was Prime Minister from 16 May 1996 to 1st June 1996 for 16 days. He was senior leader of Bharatiya Janata Party and was one among its co-founders. In 1996 general election, BJP became the single largest party in parliament. He was sworn in as Prime Minister, but BJP failed to muster majority among members of Lok Sabha and he resigned after 16 days. He holds MA in Political Science and he was educated at Victoria College, now known as Lakshmi Bai College in Gwalior. H.D. Deve Gowda was Prime Minister from 1st June 1996 to 21st April 1997 for 324 days. He is National President of Janata Dal, secular party. He was the Chairman of Steering Committee of United Front, the policy-making apex body of all the constituents of ruling front. He is credited for providing financial closure and kick-starting development of Delhi Metro project. He was a diploma in civil engineering. Indra Kumar Gujral was Prime Minister from 21st April 1997 to 19 March 1998 for 322 days. He was an Indian diplomat, politician and freedom activist. He retired from all political positions in 1998. During his rule, controversy on corruption case related to Fordo scam was going on. Later, controversy on precedent rule in Uttar Pradesh was there. He held MA and BCom degree. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was again elected as Prime Minister from 19 March 1998 to 22 May 2002 for 6 years and 64 days. This was for the second time, and during this time, India carried out Pokhran 2 nuclear test in 1998. With the historic inauguration of Delhi Lahore bus services in 1999, he initiated a new peace process. He brought in the Prevention of Terrorism Act in 2002. His birthday, 25 December, is marked as Good Governance Day in 2014. He was awarded Bharat Ratna in 2015. Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister from 22nd May 2004 to 26 May 2014 for 10 years and 4 days. He is Indian economist, academic and politician. He was first Sikh Prime Minister of India. During his term as Prime Minister, Indian economy grew with an 8 to 9% economic growth. He started with National Rural Health Mission. The important Narega and Right to Information Act were passed by the Parliament in his tenure in 2005. In 2017, he was awarded Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development. His education qualifications were MA, DPhil from Oxford. He has medal for standing first in BA Honours Economy. Narendra Modi is Prime Minister from 26 May 2014 to present. He was Chief Minister of Gujarat from 2001 to 2014 and is Member of Parliament from Varanasi. He is from BJP and is first Prime Minister to have been born after India's independence. He began a high-profile sanitization campaign, initiated a controversial demonetization of high-denomination banknotes. He started a monthly radio program, Man Ki Baat, on 3rd October 2014. With 2019 election, he became fourth longest-serving Prime Minister and longest-serving non-Congress Prime Minister in 2020.